This is a B6 video looking at inheritance, variation and evolution, and we're going to be talking about extinction. Now this also comes up in B7 ecology. So there's lots of factors that can cause a population to decline, and this is quite a good 6-mark question. Okay, so you can list off the different factors and then talk in more detail about each one and how it could affect a population. So it could be that there is disease either directly impacting the population or impacting a food source that the population eats. It could be that there's loss of habitat. This is true of the orangutans. So with a loss of habitat, that goes kind of hand in hand with loss of food. Loss of food could be, like I said before, that the food has been diseased. It could be that there's a new predator to the area, so it's taking some of that food source or directly impacting the population by feeding on the population itself. Could be that there's been extreme climate change, could result in drought, and therefore there's no water source in the area. It could be that there's been some form of natural disaster, possibly an earthquake or a tsunami, which has damaged the area and caused a destruction to not only the habitat but also cause the population to decline in that respect. And it could be that there's been hunting of that particular population. So what could a population do to survive? They could separate the community so that there is less competition, greater chance of survival by going different ways. It could be that they find a new territory, so they find a new place that maybe has the food that they're lacking, has an appropriate habitat that they can survive in. It could be that they change their food source, so they learn to adapt and find a new food source in light of the loss of their own. Adapting goes hand in hand with natural selection and this idea of evolving for the environment that the population live in. It could be that they migrate to a totally new area. Now, some of the seasonal migrations we're actually seeing are becoming permanent migrations. So some birds that were seasonally migrating are now actually staying in the warmer climate because it's a more appropriate climate for them to be in now that the climate change is occurring. I hope you found that useful. Thank you.